How did cerebral palsy specifically affect you? And what ways did it affect you?
Well, the major four ways that it affected me was my walking, my talking, my dressing, and my feeding. Mainly the walking and talking were, of course, the most difficult. When I was born, I was diagnosed really to be not able to walk. And my talking was going to be very, very slow. And my speech was going to be affected by that. So it was a rough diagnosis.
From a medical viewpoint, what did the doctor say your condition would be, and what was the prognosis for your future?
To be honest, it was very, very bleak because of the type of CP that I have. I basically was going to have to need assistance my whole life. And all throughout my education, I was going to need different types of therapy: physical, occupational, speech. So I had a long way to go, a long road ahead of me.
How did you begin to work with your disability? What type of therapy did you have to do, and exactly what was required of you in order to help you work through your disability?
Well, as I mentioned before, physical, occupational, and speech. Physical dealt with helping me to stretch out my muscles, practice my walking, basically a lot of hands-on work, trying to get the muscles to relax as much as possible. And another key was flexibility, because with cerebral palsy, muscles are very, very tight, at least in my case. They also can be very loose. But in my case, I was overly tight. So any kind of range of motion that I could receive would benefit my overall life.
How was your speech therapy? How well did you adjust to that, and how well was it, easy was it for you to move along with that therapy?
Well, it was very difficult because in elementary school, you're trying to develop, we're starting to develop who you are. And a big problem is when you can't communicate, it's very hard to express how you feel. Interactions with friends are very complicated. When I had speech therapy as a little boy, I practiced such things as an S sound, a simple S sound. We all, many people would just kind of wouldn't even think about. But for me, it was very hard to make an S sound clearly. Another thing I used to practice with was blowing bubbles, because I would have to practice using my muscles in my mouth to make that kind of sound.
Sure.
And it was very, very difficult, but it was worth it.